Yo guys, today I'll be showing you my final tactics of FC25, and for that reason I'll be showing you two variations of the 4-2-1-3, and the codes for both will be in the top right throughout the video. This has been the best formation this entire game cycle, and to show you the one that I start games off in my first variation of the 4-2-1-3, here I've got the build-up style on counter and a defensive approach on balanced. I like to start games off with 50 depth because I don't like to overcommit from the start, so that I don't concede first. And now let me show you the player roles. So I've got my goalkeeper and sweeper keeper, then I've got my right back on fullback balanced and my left back on fullback defend. This is so that one side of the 4-2-1-3 is more attacking than the other. As you can see, my right hand side's more attacking. And this also means that the left back provides more defensive cover, and the left centre back slots in more centrally. As if you have both your fullbacks on balanced, there can be a big gap between your centre backs. And especially with the 99 rated players, someone could just run straight between them. So this is very good. And this is also why I have my left DM on deep line playmaker defend. This is so that if my left back slots in too centrally, this DM will provide cover out wide. And then my other DM is on deep line playmaker roaming. This is so that they provide more attacking support and go further higher up when I have the ball. And I've got my cam on playmaker balanced. Playmaker's been my favourite role for cams this entire game cycle. It's the only cam role that provides defensive cover, and especially in the 4-2-1-3 where your wingers and your strikers don't defend, so you're basically left with 3 players who don't defend at all. If you have your cam on something like classic Tenor Shadow Striker, you basically have 4 players that do 0 defending, so I've always used Playmaker. Then I've got my right wing on inside forward, same as my left wing, and my striker on advanced forward attack. The code for this variation of the 4-2-1-3 is in the top right of your screen right now, but like I said earlier, I have one more variant of the 4-2-1-3, and this is the one that I switch to if I'm 2-0 down or if I'm losing and struggling in a game, and I call that the 4-2-1-3 press. Here I've got the 4-2-1-3 set up with a high defensive approach. This is so that this triggers automatic offside traps in a very high line in game, which, as you probably know by now, in August if you don't, it's a bit late. But high defensive approach is extremely overpowered, and it basically presses your opponent for you. I hope next FIFA it gets nerfed a lot, but they haven't really said anything about it so far. As you can see, the player roles here is pretty much the same, only here I've got the right back on wing back balance instead of full back, just so that they're even more attacking. And here I've got my cam on Shadow Striker instead of Playmaker, because like I said, this is my basically all-out attack tactic, so I don't really need the defensive support from a playmaker if I'm trying to get back into a game. And the code for this tactic is in the top right of your screen right now. Like I said, this is probably my last video on FC25, and that's why I've used the best formation on the entire game. I've still got many other gameplay tutorials on my channel if you're interested, such as how to use the 3 best shooting playstyles that you can click on your screen right now. Drop a sub if you enjoyed this video and if you want to be ready for the FC26 content, and yeah, thanks for watching.